Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast and Game 5 in a best of 7 series between between EG and mousesports. Here we have EG StrifeCro spawning as the yellow Zerg, we have Axslave spawning as the red Protoss versus this is going to be Naama spawning as the green Terran versus HasuObs as the teal or cyan Protoss player. They are borrowing accounts. Someone asked me how come they're actually borrowing each other's accounts. If you guys did not know, this tournament is actually across multiple realms, and in order to be able to play on multiple realms, you need to have individual BattleNet keys every time. We now see an SCV doing a very early scout and now doing a very early play, moving out with this one SCV across the map already. He does not have a supply. Oh, there is a supply depot now set up over here, and he may be trying to do a Reaper rush with photon cannons. Are we going to be getting a forge down over here? I believe so. And then the Reaper should be able to jump up this ramp in order to deal a lot of damage. We now see a gateway coming in. I'm not exactly sure what HasuObs is deciding to do here. We do see that there is a barracks now down over here, but there is nothing in play over here. We also see a Nexus currently just getting a lot of energy and not training up any additional probes. So this is going to be very standard cheese, as two gateways are currently being worked in over here. So Mouse trying to do a very early cheese harassment. SCV is doing a quick surround, able to take down one probe there. That scouting probe has been taken down, and now this probe will be walking up this ramp. We also see double gateways coming in from EG. So EG getting double gateways, as well as also we are seeing a spawning pool and an extractor over here. So both sides doing a very heavy army harassment, and now in comes the probe. The probe does see that there are zealots currently trying to be trained, and now Marine. So this is going to be a mass Marine and Zealot push in just a moment, as that Chrono Boost now going to try to train up a lot of Zealots out of here in just a moment. I am kind of curious as to why Nova just didn't try to go for a forge, get some cannons off in this position, and then allow Reapers to jump up and down. Reapers would be able to take down a Nexus very easily with those D8 charges, and that would have been a pretty effective harassment. And now in comes a bunker as well, so a bunker now being trained as a Marine now trying to come over here, and now one Zealot trying to focus down this pylon, one Zealot trying to take down this probe. It will not be able to work, as the Zealot's now trying to move back and forth between these two buildings, and now we see one Marine just continuing to fire and trying to take down this pylon. If this pylon does go down, that is going to be a problem, as Axslave will be supply locked. So yes, he is currently supply locked, and EG Axslave just trying to train up as many units as he can. Chrono Boost unable to train up any additional zealots, as a second pylon also may be falling back over here. However, we now see Zerglings running straight into the base. Those Zerglings are going to be able to deal a lot of damage across multiple SCVs, unless those SCVs do turn around and try to fight, going after one SCV at a time, dealing some damage there. And now in comes another bunker. So we do see another pylon trying to repower the rest of those buildings, but this one pylon will get taken down once again very easily. Back over here, one idle SCV double training Marines out of here, as SCVs are just trying to pull off and trying to get some damage onto some of those Zerglings, however, able to get some damage very easily. And now going back in for more mining. Axslave is going to deal some damage with that probe as well, as we now see those Marines trying to run back. Will they be able to get to that bunker is the key question, and now fight back against many of those probes. Probes now trying to give chase, and now I believe many of those Zealots will get taken down, and these two gateways may get taken down as well. However, Zerglings now coming in over here, and those Zerglings will be able to come in and deal some fair amount of damage as well. Probes now trying to rush over. SCVs coming over to join in on the fight as well, as both sides are just fighting back and forth with these units. A lot of cheese, and now the probes able to win out on that fight with the SCV support. And now we still see mining over here. Back over here, we now see the probes just heading straight into the base. Marines now trying to come in and trying to finish this off, but there is a queen, some Zealots as well. Probes getting a lot of damage across multiple Marines. Probes do have a faster movement speed than those Marines, so those Marines are having a difficult time trying to kite any of those units, as the probes are getting a decent surround there. And now in come Roaches. So the Roaches of StrifeCro coming out, and now will be able to finish off many of those Zealots. I believe, Mouse is going to have a very difficult time now trying to salvage that one bunker. We should be getting another pylon perhaps right here, and still needs more minerals. And there is also one photon cannon here, so Axslave is very safe and will be safe for quite some time. We now also see a barracks being lifted off into the base over here on the north side, and now in comes some more Roaches and Marines. So, the Roaches now trying to chase down many of those Marines. screen now melting to that acid saliva. A bunker trying to be placed down here, and now those roaches with that base 1 armor should be able to deal a lot of damage very, very easily, especially 3 roaches are able to one-shot 1 probe. And now, yeah, all these roaches need to do is just attack. They need to come down here and attack in order to get some more kills over here. We do see the roaches trying to fight back against some of these SCVs, but those roaches are getting a lot of damage very easily and now coming in at some of these probes as well. So mouz doesn't have anything to really protect against this early harassment, and now mouz says GG. So yes, a very, very quick, very, very cheese game. I was expecting something completely different. Really, to be honest with you, I was hoping that we would get a forge with cannons and then using that Reaper to jump up and down, be able to deal a lot of damage towards those buildings here. Perhaps getting that early Reaper and then being able to make it so that the forge, so that you can build cannons along this edge, deny a gas, deny some of those mineral patches, and then chase after zealots with those Reapers. I think that would have been a much better strategy, a much safer strategy if mouz was to try to do this again. So currently, if you guys did not know, the series was in favor of mousesports 3-1 at the start of this game. It is now 3-2. So mousesports having a very difficult time with the 2v2 matchups. I did talk to mousesports, and they do have some 2v2 players, but because of the lineups and the lineup restrictions, they wanted to send more of their 1v1 players, and the 1v1 players, Naama and HasuObs and Mana, they don't normally play 2v2, so it is starting to show in this particular tournament. Perhaps I'll adjust the rules in the future if I can get enough views on these games in order to sponsor another tournament as well. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I can only talk about a game that was, what, 5 minutes long for so long before I start repeating myself, and you'll be able to see this game and know that it was cheese, but you wouldn't be able to tell who was going to win anyways, as the cheesing party actually lost this game. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, I hope you guys enjoyed this here on Monolith Bridge.